Welcome back to my Factorio Let's Play. In this one, I'm going to actually limit this just so I don't build too much. We need to get more holmium being made, and all of it's being used for the use, which is okay, but we just need more. There's just more, always more. Put more speed modules in this. And then also something I want to do actually before that is going to be, I'm going to set up the production of rocket fuel. So that already has a bunch of stuff stored up. The other things we're going to need for rocket fuel for launching rockets off this planet once we start producing the science is going to be, we have blue chips. They are being used currently for electromagnetic plants. Oh, also, I need to keep upgrading. I'm just gonna do this upgrade planer. And we're gonna do red everything to blue everything because then we can just let the bots do their thing and slowly upgrade as we make it. But that's just gonna help get more of, you know, everything we need. It helps us do it faster. So the faster the items are going around on the sushi belt, the faster we're producing items and, you know, getting more things from recycling. For more of these, what we need is, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to like plan out the best next step forward. I want to automate lights here because it's getting annoying not being able to see in the dark. Iron plates, copper cables, green chips. Let's do this real quick. One thing of these. And I'm gonna make the thing over here that's gonna start making rocket fuel. So for rocket fuel, we need solid fuel and light oil, and that is made in green assemblers. Let's do this. I'll do like 3 of them making rocket fuel because I know it's super slow. 3 of these making rocket fuel. Take in solid fuel off the sushi boat. Then we need light oil being brought over. Light oil is made from cracking heavy oil, which we have an infinite supply of right here. Oh, I forgot about the cliffs. I have to grab it from up here and just bring it down. But we also need water for light oil cracking. Just have to be spaced 1 apart to do the little weaving trick. Okay. That is going to come out the front here and pump into these. Gotta be careful with the speed modules so that I don't overdraw on the power too much, because we're still kind of not super crazy with power yet. We don't have infinite Oh my gosh, that looks so crazy. It's going so slow. Let's see. What does it say? 300, 300, 199. So maybe 200 of each. Try 250. Because obviously it can't hold 300 of each. And I want that belt to still be kind of moving. Oh. Yep. Nope, it's still didn't. There we go. Okay, so it's going to leave 250 of each of the three on the belt at any given moment. So we're headed at 300, and the other two are at 300, but the ice was at 199, so they weren't equal parts. How many accumulators do I have over here? Let's see. I have a lot stored up. I'm thinking I can just bring over like another 300 or so, or maybe I should do more power here, like more solar panel setups. I think power's okay. We're not really using too much stuff on Novice. And we're starting to get extra of the light green uranium. So that's pretty sweet. Probably in the next video or so, I'll set up this uranium fuel cell. Because even with this amount, we have 90 extras saved up. Each one of those makes 10 uranium fuel cells. And so that's what, 900 uranium fuel cells. That can do at least one or two nuclear things. They burn them extremely slow for a fuel source, so. But yeah. So what I was doing was getting heavy oil over here to be cracked into light oil. And then we need... Gotta output this somewhere, I just realized. We need water. We need a couple things making water. So we're gonna have these grabbing ice and turning it into water here. And I'm gonna actually put buffer chests for this. Just to stock it up. Not that it'll probably ever not be making stuff, but at least we'll have like a backlog of it. So that's good. Now we just need, one more thing. I just thought about it. I want to have a couple rocket silos built here. So I'm going to send over 400 electric engine units because those are kind of hard to make on this planet. So I'm going to just request them from Novice. So engine units are right here. I'm going to request 400 of those. That's going to build us 2 rocket silos. Not enough to fill 1 rocket. So that means wherever I am stockpiling those, let's see. I guess right here, we'll just do this. This is only going to grab these after it's been used to make the flying robo frames. And how many of these can go in a rocket capacity? Rocket capacity of 400, so 8 stacks. So there has to be a chest with 8 stacks of it before the rocket will request it. Otherwise, the logistics network says, there's not enough. And I think you can use circuits to say like it's okay to put stuff into the rockets if there's not a full rocket. But basically it tries to fill up the rocket capacity usage before it launches a rocket. And if the item you're requesting, in this case, the electric engine units, if there's not one chest that has enough to fill a whole rocket, it won't start requesting it. So basically you just have to have like enough on the available to pull off the network, like so. And that gets these going, so we're gonna upgrade all those and put more speed modules in those so they go faster. We don't have a lot of gears on the network right now. I think that's because, or we don't have a lot of iron on the sushi belt, and I think that's because we're using it all like right here. So it's taking all the gears, we're taking all the iron, crafting it into belts, red belts, and then crafting those red belts into these belts. Really, I think the only way to get more is to have more scrap being recycled. Pretty sure. We can also get like faster, better quality of these. So like this one here. I'm gonna let those build up a little bit more too, so that we can start sending them to Novice. Because we do need some recyclers on Novice. We're also gonna, I think one of the biggest goals is getting a bunch of these electromagnetic facilities to Novice. But yeah, I can start collecting all the things to build the rocket silos. 1,000 steel. Chips. We have blue chips. Scrap too. We have chips. We have pipes. 1,000 concrete. And then we just gotta wait on these electric engine units. I think I'm okay on power, but I'm still gonna just keep adding more and more and more. Once I get the rocket set up and I'm able to send back a couple of things, I'm also going to make probably start making the science, pink science that we can send back as well. I think all of these belts are upgraded to the max. Well, the max I have available right now. So everything is blue belts. And I think the best way to get more products going is going to be first getting the scrap recycling productivity, because then we'll start getting more items from more usage out of our scrap. But for now, before I really go crazy with the science, I want to get a good amount of these sent back to Novice. Like, I don't know, 20's a good number. 20 of those. I'll send back some recyclers as well. And then we can start making pink signs. This is pretty, I'm pretty proud of this spaceship. It's doing well for just making something up on the fly. I mean, it looks kind of dumb. It's just a giant cube, but I feel pretty proud of this. Much better than some of my last attempts at just free making a ship. Okay. Perfect. We'll send that back. And I'm going to turn this off for now. I'm not going to request anything else here. So that's great. Just need steel and concrete. About 150 more steel or so. We have a bunch more accumulators, so these should all get built. That port up there is not connected to power. We need more lightning collectors? I don't know. Probably just more batteries. It's usually just more power. So I'm gonna do another copy paste here. We don't have the stuff to build on here yet, but at least we can fill out the space a little bit more with batteries. So more is always better for power. So I'm gonna let those guys do that. And have enough steel yet? No. We're short on steel by about 100. I'm gonna stop this for right now. I'm still gonna produce these holmium plates, but I'm gonna stop the usage of them to make these because I want to start stocking up blue chips as well as holmium plates for pink science. So blue chips to launch rockets, holmium science for research. Surprised that like we don't have more, like the belt's very empty, which I guess is good. Means we're using things, making things, but for some reason it just feels like these things out here that don't have any iron. Normally there's so many gears. I guess the gears are going around. If I was just taking them straight off and like recycling them immediately on the spot, maybe that would. Let me try that just to get some lights here. It's kind of bothering me. I'm like, I want some lights. So let's only grab gears and that'll give me some plates. All the gears are being used for these, so it's not even gonna, that's why we're just making belts. We're just making lots of belts. That's the problem. Can maybe do another one of these. Another scrap. Let's try it. See what happens here. Oh, I'm not requesting blue belts into my inventory. Not yet. We don't have that many produced just yet. Oh, I have these in my inventory. I just don't have the uncommon ones. That's what it was. Missing material for construction. Oh, yeah, we don't have a lot of modules there. That's fine. We'll survive. I'm excited though to start the nuclear soon, because that means we can upscale a lot bigger and do a lot more on the novice base. Probably start to kind of scale up into a bigger base with some trains maybe. Okay, this should be good. We don't have any more blue belts. We only need a few more. I'm actually gonna just take this and run it this way. Please be enough. Too short. Oh no. Okay, there we go. All right. This should fill up the belt more. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. We'll see. But I just feel like there's not enough stuff coming through, so some of this wasn't getting done. This is just more production of scrap materials, more stuff. And we have enough for the rocket silo. Cool. It's very exciting. I'm gonna put this rocket silo probably down here. It's like a good spot for it. I'm just trying to think if there's any way this is a negative impact. I don't think so. Everything should keep flowing through by adding this extra thing in, I mean. I don't think it's going to negatively impact the base at all. We'll see. I just want to make sure it doesn't lock up here. Basically, that's why I have this input, priority input, so that it's taking it and making sure that the belt keeps moving. I guess, yeah, I could see it being a problem if this belt is too full, right? And then these can't get the stuff out. Then that could be a problem. So maybe what I do instead of connecting it like this is I connect it with a splitter. Let me do a little balancing act. Then like that. There we go. Then take this up here and I merge it, but I prioritize the input priority for the right one. And that's a problem because I don't have blue splitters. Hold on. Everything's going to freeze up. Everything's gonna freeze up. That's not good. This way, I'm prioritizing the right side again, which is prioritizing the empty belt. And then as soon as there's not stuff here, then it uses more stuff on this side. So basically, we want to keep the belt moving. So we don't want anything to back up and stop here, because then everything stops coming. There's nowhere for it to go. So this one right here will prioritize scrapping whatever comes through that's left over to get rid of it. Then put it on here, and then this one will keep adding when there's space. So as soon as there's empty space on here, then we add more stuff. So more fuller belt, but more scrap being, produced, and more holmium is the main thing, because it's just the rarest item. But that's why, also kind of why I wanted to add another one of these. But I think this should work. We'll see if we have any weird issues pop up. But now we have the rocket silo. I'll do it up here. Why not? Build this right. Put this down. And some lightning things to protect it. Okay. And then we're going to request the things like we did on Novice right here. Paste. So it's going to request stuff to build the rocket, put the speed modules in here. And now we are able to launch things off of Fulgora. So I'm going to bring this back, and we're going to request these electromagnetic plants and the cyclers. We're going to send some of those back to Novice that we can do some stuff with. Okay, cool. So the next thing we're going to start focusing on, get rid of this for now. We'll come back to making more of those later, but we'll get a start on using them on Novice. Next thing we're going to try to do is we are going to make pink science. So first, to do that, we need to craft a one super capacitor. So those are made in an electromagnetic plant, and they take holmium plates, which we have right here. They take batteries, which is something that we get from scrap. They take green chips, which we get also from recycling things. And let's see. We also need electrolyte, which is made from heavy oil and holmium solution. Holmium solution is this stuff right here. So we need some of it going into here and some of it going into the production of electrolytes. Then we also need these things, which is holmium plates, plastic, copper, light oil. So it's a very complex process. Needs a lot of different things. First, we'll do the electrolytes, I suppose. This is going to be very, not efficient, but it'll get a slow trickle of pink science building up while we expand and do some other stuff and get the other facilities, these things, set up on Novice. We'll bring more recyclers, probably 40 of them to Novice would be good. There's none of these on the network, so I gotta do that. There we go. Deliver those to the ship. I'm coming up on that 30-minute mark, so I'm probably gonna end the video. Second, what are these made in actually? Holmium solution? I think it's made in this. Yeah, or electrolytes, not holmium. Electrolytes. So this one is very funky. We need some of this. I'm gonna do a circuit condition. I want an equal amount going into the production of both of these. I'll have to kind of think about how I'm gonna do that circuit condition because my brain can't think about that right now. I'm tired. We need heavy oil, and then it's gonna make this stuff. I don't know why this is doing this. There we go. That was weird. Need stone. And then we need heavy oil as well. Flush this pipe because for some reason it has holmium solution in it. Probably from flipping around pressing R on the thing. And then I just need to put down an offshore pump somewhere where it's allowed to be, that doesn't have an edge like this. And we should be making electrolytes. So where we're going to run into issue now is going to be this holmium solution, which, I mean, it's the rarest item that comes out of the scrap production, so it makes sense. But we're definitely going to need faster scrap producing or more scrap producing. So in the next one, I might redo this so it's longer, so there's more of the ones grinding this stuff up, just so that we don't lose any production speed. If it gets clogged up here, things will slow down, but it'll just be more refining, which is all good. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode where we'll continue with the production of pink science.